I've been thinking a lot lately about the theme for the month, which of course it's February and Valentine's Day, so the theme is love. And I've been giving that some thought. And one of the things that came up for me was the phrase rose-colored glasses and how that kind of applies to Valentine's Day and love and all of that. And as I was looking into where that phrase came from and song lyrics that have to do with it, I found out that there's also an opposite to, there's actually two opposites that I found to rose-colored glasses. One was jade-colored glasses, which has a couple meanings in there, but jade-colored glasses. And the other one that's a little less maybe appropriate for here is crap-colored glasses. But those are the two that I found. And I have at times had people say things similar to, well, Tim, you look at the world through rose-colored glasses, and I'm not sure they meant it as a compliment, but I certainly took it as a compliment at the time. And one of the other things that I realized when I was thinking about this talk and the theme and all was that a week from today, our daughter Leah gets married. Yeah. And she and her fiancé Garrett on that day will make a very public declaration of their love for each other. And I thought about that, and I thought, well, gosh, we've all, most of us probably here have made that declaration at some point, and a few of us multiple times have made that public declaration. And it reminded me of one of my favorite quotes from Thich Nhat Hanh, and that is that peace is every step. Well, love is every step as well. If we spend our days taking a step in love, when we focus on taking steps in compassion or understanding or empathy, we are expressing the energy of love. And it's an incredible, powerful energy. That energy of love is extremely powerful, and it's also extremely creative. It creates an environment of love in and around and expanding from us. But alas, there is that other energy also, that energy of the jade-colored glasses. And we see far too much of that these days, especially in the news, where it's energy that is focused on creating fear, or energy that's focused on separation and not seeing the oneness of all of us, or energy of mistrust. And that also is an extremely powerful energy, an extremely powerful energy in the world. And yet it's not creative at all. It doesn't build anything. Well, maybe it builds walls of separation between us, but it literally builds nothing. It creates nothing that is permanent, nothing that withstands the test of time, nothing that is, in fact, evolutionary in any way. Because we are meant to live and to grow. We are meant to live and to grow in that energy, in those traits that are energized with love and that flourish in love. Because every living organism on the planet flourishes when it's nourished. Negative energy is wasted energy. It creates nothing. It does no good. So can you imagine at the end of the day, when you're going to bed, no matter how golden your tower is, when you go to bed that night and you've spent your entire day focusing on fear and mistrust, can you imagine how sad that must be? How sad that must be at the end of the day to have spent your time focused on those things. And yet there's the other option. At the end of the day, or at the end of our life, if we have chosen to focus on peace, if we have chosen to nourish understanding, to nourish compassion, to nourish empathy and harmony and balance, if we have chosen to focus and nourish love, we will lay our heads down and find comfort. And so it is.